Hello and welcome to English Capsules. Today's capsule, 2 plus 2 equals compound nouns. Get your coffee ready and let's get started.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode. So, today we're going to discuss a phenomenon that happens in English regarding vocabulary. We're going to discuss compound nouns. Probably the name doesn't ring a bell, like out of the blue. Maybe you don't recognize this. However, as we start developing the topic and as you see the examples, you're going to see that these words are more common than you think.
Mhm.
Um, so, what are these? These are a combination of two separate words. So, this is like a word that, as ingredient, has two separate words. Yes.
Mhm.
And we use it to create a new one that is going to have a third meaning, let's say. So, the meaning of a compound is not the meaning of its parts, it's a new meaning that we create by using these two other words.
So it's like a fusion that is created with these two components, let's say, and the meaning is a new meaning, which is also more specific than maybe the two words separate. Okay? Um, so, like we were saying, these compound nouns usually have two words. In some cases, these two words can be separate, and in some other cases, they can be together, um, getting a new word. Just a word composed of two elements.
We're referring to elements because the combination for a compound noun is a little bit endless, let's say. So
Yes, it is.
it is because like we can make different combinations like noun plus noun, noun plus adverb, adverb and noun, adjective verb. So it's like there are a lot of possibilities. There are lots of elements that can be combined. Um, and regarding what you were saying about if they are written separately, if they are written as one word together, or if they are written as two words separated by a hyphen, I
Mhm.
would say that the best option, if you're not sure, is to check on the dictionary, like we always say, uh,
Mhm.
because unfortunately, and as for most things in English,
There are no
there
rules.
are no rules.
So, what we will do now is to give you some examples that which we think are very common examples, and we are sure that you have heard about these examples.
Probably you don't know them as compound nouns. You know them simply as nouns. So it's not that they are like something very weird or
I think the name is a bit weird because we use them all the time, and many times we don't give this exact name to our students
that's true.
because it's not completely necessary, right? So when you listen to our examples, you will realize that you already know this. Okay, so some examples. The first example that we have here is, for instance, police, then we have man, and the compound would be policeman.
I think that the one that in the examples list, the one that is more common is bedroom. Bed
Bedroom.
plus room, bedroom. So
Mhm.
if you pay attention, this is a great example, I think, to show that we create a new word, and this word is very specific. So we have, on the one hand, bed, on the other hand, room. We all know the meaning of these two words. However, by combining them, we create a more specific word that is bedroom, not bathroom, not living room, bedroom.
Mhm.
So specific.
Uh, then we have haircut. I'm going to say another one which has two words, and these are separate. For example, washing machine
Mhm.
or swimming pool.
And well, I would say the list continues.
Then if we cannot have a list like very short because this topic is endless.
And it's true that in English it's very common to create this, like to come up with new words every time that they need. So when they need to define something very specific, they are making compounds in order to create the new word.
And this
So,
is something that we were discussing before starting. This is something that doesn't happen in our language. It doesn't happen in Spanish. And in fact, when we want to uh, find an equivalent in Spanish for some of the things that we have said, many times, of course, the orders is inverted. It is the opposite. And besides, there is an extra word, the word de, that we have to put in between the two words. So it is not as simple, I would say, in Spanish. That is why maybe it is a bit challenging in English.
so in order to test the challenge, um, we are going to propose a game. So this
Okay.
game goes like this. Um, First, we are going to play it, and of course, we're going to leave some of them unsolved so
Mhm.
that you, audience, can have a look at them in the English Capsules, our Instagram account, and well, you can share your answers. So we're going to see two pictures that symbolize that, well, not symbolize, that together make up a compound noun. Okay?
Mhm.
So the images represent the separate parts, and by doing the correct combination, we create a new word. So
Right.
I think that what is going to be easier for our audience because they can't see the pictures that we see is that we describe
Yeah, of course.
what we see.
We are going to describe what we see and then the conclusion that we arrive at. Okay. So here I got a picture of one boy,
Hmm.
and the other picture is a group of friends, I guess.
Okay. So what do you think is the compound?
Um, so this can be boyfriend?
This is boyfriend.
Yes.
So here, the two parts make a new word that is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I can see two pictures. One of them is a girl that is under a table, and the second picture is a dog that is covered by a blanket.
And the word
So
is
I think is undercover.
okay. This one is a bit easy, I guess, because the two words are, yeah, it is easy. So I can see two pictures. On the left, I have a jar full of honey, and on the right, I have a moon. So it's honeymoon.
For those who don't know, honeymoon is the holiday that couples take after they get married. Okay, the first picture is a building and has like a dollar sign, so it's a bank. And then I see like a post-it. So bank post-it doesn't make sense. Post-it is
No,
probably a compound now that I think.
post-it. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
it is a compound. Yeah.
So probably it's not post-it, it's a note.
Mhm.
So bank note. So bank note is like the money.
Many students that get confused with the word bill because
Mm.
bill, billete, so it's like the connection they create in their minds, which is wrong. So a note is the physical money.
Okay, so
Mhm.
probably we can do one more each and then we leave the homework for our audience.
My turn. On the left, there is a picture of two sheets of paper, identical sheets of paper. Okay. And on the right, there's a cat. I guess this is copycat. Here it is very clear the specific meaning and the new meaning of the word that we were saying, because one thing is a copy, one thing is a cat, but when you are a copycat, um, you are imitating another person or something the person does, or it's not related to documents, sheets of paper, or
Or
cats.
cats.
Okay, what is your last one?
In the first picture, we have someone that is clearly suffering. He's like kneeling down. He's got perspiration. Uh, and you know these little symbols that in comic strips symbolize pain.
Yeah, pain. Pain.
So in the second one, we have a hand holding a knife full of blood. They could be related, like the knife could have caused the pain.
Of course. That is what I thought.
Uh,
This is from a horror movie. The hand stabbed the man.
so I like my brain normally goes to murderer, but pain murderer doesn't make sense. So it's
No.
painkiller, medication that you use in order to treat pain, like ibuprofen. That's the end of the game for us. But remember that for you, our audience, we're going to keep the best ones in our Instagram account, and you can play with us. You can try to guess what is a compound.
So you're invited to leave the comment with the answer, but if you have another compound that you want the rest of the audience to guess, you can leave emojis in the
True.
comments so that the rest can guess your idea.
Okay, so before we go, remember to subscribe if you haven't done it yet, give love to our content, and spread the word to help our channel grow.
Also, remember that you can rate our episodes and comment on each capsule. Activate the bell so that you know when our next capsule is out. And take a look at the description and our Instagram account to take more advantage of our content.
Okay, that's all for today. Bye for now.
See you in our next episode.